So the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
We play to win. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch out.
There's Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. 180. Watch the slant. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Garoppolo looks to throw. And Walker has it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Jackson on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Breaks through the contact. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Fight two is the mic. Mike fight two. Mike fight two. It's our time. It's our time. Zoom. Hey, Mike 52.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 54 Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Green Bay.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1, Omaha. Back.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings us
Here we go.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Packers 10, Chargers nothing.
Here we go. 180.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
21. Here we go. 11.
Check 55, Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Touchdown, defense.
On 1st down, this is Geis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson complete. Smith has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 29. I'm here on. Trust. 29 is Mike 29. Where you go?
Now this time he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
21.
Will they make up for it? So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Garoppolo. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Garoppolo, 8 of 11 in this 1st half. He's got it 1st and 10.
11.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I got one.
From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
At the 25-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. 180.
Check right 54. Right 54.
This is Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He may try and run for Jackson. Hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And some room to maneuver. Does the big boy have the juice? And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep for Demarius. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Demarius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll set him back 5.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Javon Hargrave, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Mostert. takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. 23 yards on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The tackle by Denzel Perryman. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run with Samuels. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch the twist. Go. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. I got it. Check 50. Check 50. 80 weapons.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Samuels. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
White.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Fighting through, and he's got space. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 72 yards. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Garoppolo completes it to Watt. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
2!
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
28-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Good job, D.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and a couple, Garoppolo, and Walker has it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Here we go.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Wait.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go. 180. 21. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week,
Here we go,
he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score. Packers 36, Chargers nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And an alley to run. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as He tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
He was covered by Trey Williams.
The Chargers on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 26.
Jackson on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On the carry, it's Samuels. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
36, Chargers 7. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here we go. Black 80!
55. Check back.
13.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
21.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then hands nowhere to his. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Green Bay, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.